All right, so we're back with another video, number 3. I haven't released number 2 yet, but number 3. And today we are going to I want to bring up savings first.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that you are good at saving money?
No.
And I would say most people would say the same thing, especially if they were a kid. Why don't you think you're good at saving money?
Because I'm not like that.
Not yet. Not yet.
No.
So, what most people have to learn first is to be able to put aside money, right? I've told you that before.
Mm-hmm.
If they can put aside a certain amount of money from their paycheck or from their allowance or however that they get money, then they can learn. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Then they can learn. At that point, once they reach a certain point of an amount of money, that can be for an emergency. Okay?
Yeah.
And we try to have at least 3 to 6 months of emergency funds if we can manage that. Now, if not, we also want to be able to invest the money. So, some goes to investing, some goes to savings. Now, the reason that is because if you were just to put something into a savings account and you were only to be able to earn, let's say it's 3%, you're going to be able to earn on the money in a savings account at the bank. Can you open up that calculator on there so we can try that?
Yeah.
Okay, so starting investment money that it shows at the top, you're going to put $100. Okay, where it says initial investment. And this is a compound interest calculator that we're using. You can just go to investor.org or anything, just type in a compound interest calculator into Google. Okay, you started with 100?
Yep.
All right. Now what's the next one that says? Additional contributions?
Yeah.
Okay. And that one we'll also put $100.
This app is not working. I got it though.
Okay, good. What's the next one?
Length of time in years.
Length of time in years. Okay, let's do 20 years. Put 20.
Bruh. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Okay, next one.
Estimated interest rate.
Estimated interest rate. Okay, for the savings, we're only going to put 3%. And mostly, actually, let's just say we're putting it as savings in a bank, just a savings account, put 1% interest.
Just one?
Just one. See, and see that look on your face? Just one? Exactly. That's what happens in a regular bank savings account. Not in a high interest savings account, but in a regular bank account when you just have a checking and a savings. Okay, so 1%. And the next one is?
Interest rate.
No, we're not doing that one. You can leave that one blank.
Yeah, that is blank.
Okay, interest rate, so I think you can just hit calculate them.
So the estimated interest rate is 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, what did you get?
26,000.
26,000.
500.
26,500. Okay, over the 20-year period, right?
Yep.
How much, if you look on the graph, scroll down to the bottom and look at the graph, and it shows there's a line at the bottom. It's 2 separate lines. One's going higher and one going straight. Do you see that?
They're kind of going the same.
Right, because there's not that much of a gap. But if you see the one that's on the bottom, tell me how much money was put in. Does it tell you how much money total was put in?
No.
Touch the graph.
Oh.
You see what I mean?
$100?
But no, we did it for 20 years though. Remember?
So what point do you need me to go at?
The farthest point to the right.
Oh, the highest point?
Yeah.
So the red one is,
Not the red one, the one below.
24,100?
24,100.
Yeah.
So we contributed 24,100, and now how much money do we have?
And they only gave us like 2,000?
That's what happens when you just put it in the bank. When you keep your money in the bank in a regular savings account, there is no interest that's being made on that money. Now, if you even just had it in your checking account the whole time, you're really not making any money. Do you see how that's weird?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, yes, you have to learn how to save. Yes, it's always good to have an emergency fund that's not going to be making a ton of interest, but you have to invest the money because now go back up to the calculator again at the top. We're going to start with the six. So we got to how much? 26,000 what?
500.
26,500. Okay, we got to remember that number. So now keep the 100 and 100. I only want you to change the interest rate.
Okay.
Okay? Now, if you were to put your money into an ETF based on the S&P 500, the top 500 companies, usually that returns historically, on an average, not guaranteed, a 10% return. But I only want you to put 8.
8?
8. Put 8% return.
It's like you have to click the numbers twice for it to actually go through.
Oh, sorry.
With that. Okay, you want me to calculate it?
Yeah, calculate it now.
Alright.
So we're still going to put in the 24,100 because that's what our just cost was of putting in the $100 for.
24,100?
Yes, that was the how much we put in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how much money do we have now invested? Total.
55,300.
55,300. So we have over doubled the amount of money that we put in. Right? Because if it was 24,100, that would be $48,200, but we have 55. 55,000. That's the importance of investing the money and not just keeping it in the bank. Okay? That's what you have to realize. Most people don't look at that. And it's good that they're still saving money. Hey, some people can't even do that, right? Right?
Yeah, but what do you hold on.
Okay, ask me.
What do you mean by keeping it in a bank?
That means like so
Like the actual bank?
like the actual bank. Yeah, when my paycheck gets paid and it goes directly to the bank, whatever I don't spend is just sitting there in the checking account. I can use my debit card at any given time, like when you call me up and say how much money is in my account. Same kind of thing. The bank's just holding my money. I can swipe it if I want to and it just comes straight out of the account. Or I can use what I want to out of that money and be investing it so that it does get higher like this. Because in the bank account, it is not growing at all. I understand we need it for emergencies and our expenses and things like that. But I'm talking about taking a percentage of it and making sure that, yes, we're building up our savings, but once you get to that 3 to 6 months, I mean, you can then start just investing your money a lot more. That's all.
Yeah. So which one is the red our investment? Or
The red is the investment, yeah, because you see that one going up, right?
Yeah.
That's the one that shows the interest rate. The one on the bottom just shows what you put in.
Okay.
Just the amount of money that was actually put in.
Yeah, we put in 24,100
Right.
again.
Right, exactly, because that didn't change. The amount of money that we invested did not change. What changed is we actually invested the money versus keeping it into the bank account, savings account that was giving you no percentage. So that's really what you got to see. And it's crazy, right? Look how much difference that is. You made like $2,000 on the other one, and you made over double investing it. Now, of course, that stuff's not guaranteed, but the likelihood of you making more than the $2,000 over a 20-year period is historically highly likely to happen. So, but none of that stuff is guaranteed. Investing is not guaranteed, but it gives you your best shot of actually making more money than you would just sitting in a bank. Okay? So that's one thing I really need you to get, and that's why people should save, because then you have those opportunities to do those kind of things, and not just spend all the money at Walmart when they want to buy snacks and stuff. I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but I'm just.
That is so cap. That's actually so cap.
Okay, so, but that's one of the biggest lessons I wanted you to understand today off of this, just saving and investing. It's very easy to see, right? Plain in sight. You have the calculator in front of you. Anybody can use that calculator. I do not pay for that calculator. That is just a website. And you can literally see the difference. Now, do you have any questions or anything based upon that? No. It's pretty straightforward.